guys, welcome back to Royal Divine. Andy Cohen says Meghan Markle used to be gleeful at getting to publicly name him out for forgetting they'd ever met on Archetypes podcast, however, says he understands why she'd choose to throw that in my face. Before we counting, I encourage you to subscribe and hit the notification. Andy Cohen said Meghan Markle was gleeful at getting to publicly throw it in his face that he'd forgotten ever assembly her earlier than she grew to become a royal at some stage in an awkward interaction on the cutting-edge episode of her podcast this week. The Watch What Happens Live host, 54, appeared on Tuesday's episode of Markle's Archetypes, for the duration of which he brought himself to her, announcing it used to be nice to meet her, solely for the Duchess to happily remind him that they'd virtually met twice in the past. Now, in an episode of his Sirius XM exhibit Andy Cohen Live, the TV producer has joked that Markle threw the slip-up in his face, whilst hinting that he viewed her something of a whatever individual when they met for the first time. She was once gleeful in telling me, I have to say, she used to be so comfortable to inform me that, he said, however added, I recognize why she would desire to throw that in my face, basically. I understand. You know, you in no way neglect how you have been treated. You're nevertheless the equal individual. She's nevertheless Meghan Markle. However, he admitted that he had no thought Meghan would be retaining that awkward second in, announcing that he got it, however, that he observed the go interesting on her part. I simply have to say, I get why she left that in. I idea that used to be so interesting, he said. Cohen went on to trace that he regarded Meghan something of a whatever man or woman return when they first met, saying, first of all, you in no way recognize who you meet in a day. But listen, I didn't grow to be a duchess, obviously I grew to become an historic Queen Speak exhibit host. And when I used to be a younger queen, I be aware assembly humans who had been whatever. So I simply assume it's interesting. It's in reality interesting. The awkward interplay between Meghan and Andy unfolded at the begin of their interview, when the TV host instructed the Duchess it was once nice to meet her, solely for her to reply, it's accurate to see you. I've met you before, but you'll by no means bear in mind it. Cohen used to be startled he had formerly met the former actress and Markle, then defined she first met at USA Bravo match and delivered that she was once a huge fan of the Real Housewives government producer. I was once so keen to be on your show due to the fact I used to be such a Housewives fan at the time and I simply couldn't get booked, Andy Markle said, earlier than quipping, so, thanks for being right here with me. She then stated the pair met a second time when she attended a WHHL taping with her Suits coster Gabriel Macht. However, the Duchess wasn't a visitor on the hit show. Cohen defined that when Markle introduced that she got here to a WWHL taping before, he felt a little worse. He then admitted that rejecting the former actress an appearance was once THE and NBSP biggest blunder in the 13 years of the show, including that he'd now be begging for her to come to the show. He additionally defined that they might also have denied her due to the fact of her relationship with Prince Harry. I had that feeling when essentially we began to variety of forensically determine out if it used to be you, due to the fact we had a sense we had been like. I assume she may additionally be a Housewives fan. However, even worse, Andy, we assume we did not have her on the show. During the Archetypes podcast, Markle additionally mentioned her love for the Real Housewives with Cohen earlier than including that she stopped gazing the drama-filled fact exhibit when her personal existence grew to become greater dramatic, which followers assumed used to be a nod to her relationship with Prince Harry and becoming a member of the royal family. After she confessed to being a fan of the Truth TV show, Cohen, one of the 3 male friends to show up on the Archetypes podcast, said, I bet the million greenback query is, do you nevertheless watch The Housewives? This is what we've got been demised to know. Markle replied, well, I will inform you the truth. I stopped looking at The Housewives when my existence had its personal degree of drama. That I stopped. Cohen completed her sentence, saying, craving different peoples. Markle agreed and said, I get why it was once such a big large section of pop lifestyle. And when it started, due to the fact you started with Orange County and I'm from California, at least, it felt remotely like a world that I knew, however nevertheless felt so foreign, she added.